Hey, welcome to the Sauvie Island Fire District podcast, where we explore the people and traditions that keep our community safe. I'm your host, Chris Lake. So I thought I'd kick this whole podcast series off with the question, what is a volunteer fire department? Well, there's a simple answer. Volunteer fire departments are basically the backbone of fire protection across America's rural communities. Let's explore this a little bit more, though. So I took some notes, because I can't remember everything. The fire service began back in colonial times. Benjamin Franklin himself founded the first Union Fire Company in Philadelphia in 1736. Wow. Back then, neighbors volunteered to grab their buckets and form bucket brigades. The fire service has evolved across the nation to serve most communities in every state. So what does a volunteer department do? Well, besides fighting fires, they respond to medical emergencies, car accidents, and rescues. They also teach fire safety, CPR, install smoke alarms, and build community resilience. These volunteers are not just firefighters. They're teachers, farmers, mechanics, parents, all who step up when the alarm goes off. So who decides to have a fire department? Typically, it's the communities or the cities or the counties who want to have protection decide to start a fire department. Or fire district, like we are. We're a special district in the state of Oregon. Why volunteer versus career? Well, it really comes down to resources and funding. Volunteer departments are way more efficient than career departments, and they're especially suited for the smaller rural areas that have low call volumes. The career departments are typically better suited for the urban, higher density population cities, bigger cities, where they have high demands, high call volumes. So let's look at the numbers across the nation and the state. I took some notes so that way I'd get it right. In the United States, there are approximately 29,500 fire departments. In 2020, there were 676,000 volunteer firefighters across the nation, as compared to 364,000 career firefighters across the nation. That's almost 2/3 of all firefighters nationally are volunteer. Wow. How about Oregon specifically? Oregon mostly relies on volunteers, especially in the rural areas like ours. In Oregon, there are approximately 300 firefighter agencies across the state. There is a total of approximately 12,000 firefighters. Of those, the majority of them are fully volunteer or a volunteer/career combination. One or two career full-time employees help augment the staffing. The average age for volunteer firefighter is 43 years old. There's about 17% of all volunteers are women, female, and about 18% are veterans. Volunteer firefighters are not just first responders. They're community builders. Have you ever gone to a parade and not seen a fire truck or a firefighter? I haven't. Volunteer firefighters embody neighbors helping neighbors. It's truly what Benjamin Franklin was looking for, is the neighbors helping neighbors in the time of need. If you are interested in becoming a volunteer in any capacity, reach out to us at www.sifire.org or drop by the station on a Wednesday night when we're doing our training, or drop us an email at iwanttovolunteer@sifire.org, and we'll get you more information. In our next podcast, we will discuss why are fire engines red. Thank you for joining me today. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time on the Sauvie Island Fire District podcast.